Welcome to May's edition to you on Devil's Lane. So what's been happening in May? It's Big Fish Month, arguably the best month to be out fishing. It's still been tricky. There's been some highs and there's been some bloody lows, let me tell you, but you'll see all of that shortly. We haven't seen as many of the big ones as we would have hoped, but there's still been some good fish caught and it's still been a good month's fishing. We even had a nice little treat as well for the end of the month, which you'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. If you do, give us a like and subscribe and all that malarkey. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Right, welcome back. Second weekend of May. We've got lovely weather. Bloody got here last night, really late. Got here about 11 o'clock. I thought, sod it, I'll rather than get up early and come, I'll just get down here late and see what's happening. Dropped in the car park swim. Didn't really see much, but knew the weather was going to be like this, so I thought it's definitely worth a go. Put out my rods, got in bed about 1 o'clock, heard one show, so I reeled in and cast to it, and then went back to bed and actually got a little bit of sleep. Woke up this morning and that rod went off, and after about 5 minutes of it really beating me up, it bloody hook pulled. So I was absolutely gutted with that. Nothing else had been caught. A few fish showing in the middle, but yeah, I was just wounded me bad as. But got back out there. Not really seen a great deal happening today, but yeah, after getting that bite, I'm still quite hopeful. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I did fish last weekend, but it was just a rubbish session. I was a million miles away from where the fish were. Got it all wrong. I think one fish was caught from one of the members. Really nice mirror, mid-20, really lovely colours. But other than that, nothing happened, and people were on showing fish. But yeah, they just weren't up for it. So see what happens for the rest of the day. I'm just having a little walk around now, and I just spooked the coot off there. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little nose about for a little bit. And get back in the swim, fish the rest of the day, see what happens. So yeah, if anything good happens, I'll let you know. But yeah, we'll catch up in a bit. Right, back in the swim. Not much going on. No fish come out, but the tits have come out. Whee! It is bloody roasting. I'm sweating over here in the car park swim. But yeah, it died a little bit. Me and Graham went out on the boat, did some maintenance around some of the swims, cutting down some of the straggly reeds and stuff like that, things that have just sprouted up over the spring. So got a little bit of work done. There was just nothing really happening. I haven't seen anything at all today. But I'm back in the swim now, just about to get the rods out and whatnot. Graham was next to me in the car park swim, but he's moved around now to the back bank. He's going to give it a try over there. A couple of other guys have turned up. They've been having a mooch around, so they're getting themselves settled. The wind's trickling in here. It's looking good, but just yeah, it's not much going on at the moment. But I suppose that's about right, really. It's really hot, and fish are probably out there just doing their thing, sunning themselves. So it's all hinging on tonight or the morning. So yeah, we'll see what happens as usual. Kind of hopeful. Hopefully you can get a repeat of this morning and actually land it this time. So we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know if anything good happens. Well, you ain't gonna bloody believe this. I just literally done that piece to camera. I was just re-watching it back, and the rod's torn off. I only got one in the water, and I'm trying you know, and I don't normally fish them, and I just gonna throw the camera in the water in a minute, because you don't get bites that often here, and that's 2 I've dropped today. Just a joke. Right, sorry about that, people. I've composed myself now, and if I said you wasn't believe what happened just now, you're really not going to believe what has just bloody happened. So I put the rod back out. A couple of members stopped in, telling them about my plight. They were stopping me from stringing myself up from the tree, and then it's gone off again. And this time I managed to land it, and it was a big frame. So it's one I haven't caught. I had done a capture a few weeks ago. What a fish, and absolutely made up with that. You know, I was obviously shitting myself after losing 2. So yeah, big thanks to the 2 guys who were with me. They helped me. They moved the rods as the fish was trying to cut through the lines. They did a brilliant job with the net. Done me proud with the pictures as well. So yeah, and one of them got a bit of footage. So yeah, have a little look at this. All right. You can hear over there. What a beast! Hey, look at the smile. Just funny what fishing does to you sometimes. You know, 1 minute you're gonna throw your rods in, you're gonna sell all your kit, and you've had enough of it all, and the next minute you're on cloud 9, floating around with fairies around your head. It's just amazing, really. So yeah, thanks again to the chaps. And at 35-14, just a mega fish, and definitely going to be one of the big ones of this lake as time goes on. So I go into the night full of it, happy. Am I going to fish the 1 rod tonight? After seeing how that fight went, I'm just going to fish the 1 rod. All 3 bites have been on the same rod, and it's only flicked out close. So I'm going to stick with that tonight, see what happens. All right, good morning. No carp last night. Just had a big old tench again. And for any of you tench anglers out there, this place is full of big ones. Absolute big ones in here. I mean, I've had an 11-pounder that we weighed once, and God knows there's probably bigger than that in here, I'd say. But yeah, had a whopping great big tench about 3 o'clock, so that kept me up. Didn't really sleep much after that, but nothing on the carp front at the minute. Slightly different weather today. I mean, the sun's breaking through a little bit, but yeah, still going to stick it out, stick with it, stay in here, and hope we can repeat yesterday's madness, but all good, land all of them. Being cocky now, I know, but gonna stick with the confidence vibe. I hope it happens. So yeah, let you know if anything does. Right, that's it for this session. Yeah, nothing interesting happened, so I didn't see the point of droning on about inactivity. I mean, the weather's turned lovely again now, but for the last couple of days, it's been overcast. Wind's been going around in circles. Not seeing a great deal. There's been a few shows in the morning and stuff. And unfortunately, over this session, two different guys both lost one each, which was, you know, really unfortunate as with the losses I had as well. So it's a bit of a bad weekend on that front, but still interesting to see bites happening in the high pressure and everything. So yeah, one to learn from, definitely. But yeah, I've got one left on the deck at the minute. Everything else is in the van, so that'll be going away shortly. One of the other members come round after that fish the other day, and I was looking through the pictures he'd done on my camera, and they come out really well. So yeah, really enjoyed that fish, and I enjoyed, let's call it a little party afterwards as well. So the three of them stayed with me, and we had a few drinks as you do, and it was just really nice. Just a shame that the other bites didn't get landed. So, but yeah, can't get them all. But we'll see what happens next week. Catch up with you then. All right. Didn't see you there. We're back at it. Mid-May. Got the full moon at the end of this weekend. But, yeah, exciting stuff. Got it yesterday. Jumped back in the car park swim again. Just sort of seeing if I could continue on from last week. I mean, southwest is blowing in here, but there's been a lot of fish showing on the back of it, right down in the sort of Corner Bay, Oaks area. There was a lot of fish and snags yesterday as well. It's just a little bit strange, really, you know, with how they've been behaving recently. You just wouldn't expect it, but they're there. But there's a couple of guys that are on them. They're in the best position to fish for them. So didn't really see the sense of just trying to slot in around them, because I couldn't get right on them. You know, they're on them. So I'm going to leave them to it and sit it out over it. I think the weather is going to change, a bit moody at the minute. But the sun is forecast to come out, and then it does put this swim in a good position. So got a few nights to play with. Going to stick it out, I think. Stick it out, see what happens. Going to reel in a little bit. We've got a bit of maintenance to do around the lake today, so we'll be going out on the boat, and we've got some branches to cut out and have a tidy up of some of the reed beds and stuff. So yeah, we're getting that done, and then we'll be back to fishing. So see what happens. I mean, what's happened through the week? One of the members had a right result. He had a fish called Turner's, which is one of the old original commons. I think it was 31.10, something like that. Just a real mega fish, and he had a little bit of footage of it going back, and then I've got some stills which I'll ping up now. But yeah, real lovely fish, and I think he was so made up with that. He had a couple of losses recently, so yeah, he was buzzing, and I don't blame him. It's a real good result. I think there's been a couple of losses this week as well. Unfortunately, I remember I had one jump out the net once he'd unhooked it, so yeah, he was gutted. And then I think last night a guy had a hook pull as well, so a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good as always. It's always looking good at the moment. But yeah, we'll get this work done, and then we'll be back to fishing. So we'll see what happens. Well, that was good, wasn't it? One of the members managed to catch that. That was Graham there. Have one over there on the back of that wind. Yeah, really nice common, £22. We did see it last year. It's one of the old originals, all sort of scarred up and gnarly, but yeah, nice fish. So yeah, he's been happy today. So after that, we went out on the boat, got some branches cut out where needed to be, got some of the straggly reeds cut out and stuff. Yeah, had a good productive few hours out there, sorting a few bits out. So coming into the afternoon now, yeah, going to get the rods back out in a minute and keep everything bloody crossed and hope something actually happens. So I couldn't be further away from where the action is at the minute, but I'm just hoping now that sun's come out that some fish turn up over here, because it's been pretty dead really. So haven't seen anything over here yet. All sort of hedging on the fact that the weather's going to change and they could or should turn up in here. So as always, we'll keep you posted. Right, it's been really hot today. Not much has been happening on the fishing front, but we've seen loads and we've been watching them. It's been really good just watching them do their feed. But coming into the evening, I'm just going to pop into the poke hole for a 20 minutes, half hour, because they've been in there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. Disaster. Lost one. Absolutely gutted. Well, I've got it back out there for the last few minutes of daylight. It's only a day swim this. Gus has been in here today as well. There's been a lot of fish coming through. But it's literally taken until last knockings to get a bite. We'll see what happens. There's not fish in the area, so hopefully something will happen by morning. I'll let you know. You see that? Didn't bloody land that one either. Can't believe it. I was literally filming the moon, just filming the swim, and it's gone off in my hand. I was holding the rod. Little sign off. Just gutted. Stopped it from going out. Stopped it from going left. And then it's tucked me up in a little bunch of reeds. Just on the left of the swim. So luckily Guff was down in the car park. So he reeled his rods in, jumped in a boat. The fish was just wallowing there, it was fine. And then as he's come over, just as he's gone to try and get the net under the fish, he's made a lunge and spat me out in the reeds. And I thought the fish had come loose through the reeds. As I picked up the rod, had just come up with a bunch of reeds on the hook. And Guff watched it swim away. I mean, unfortunately, you know, or should I say fortunately, it wasn't a big fish. It was probably an upper double at best, but would have made up for that other loss. but he swam away safely, that's the main thing. So gutted, it's ridiculous. But also encouraged because we've got one more night left. I'm just back at the van sulking for a little bit. And then I'm going to pop back, put my rods out, and go into the night reasonably confident, knowing there's fish around, and and then up for a bit of feeding. So hopefully I'll redeem myself in the morning. I'll see you then. Well, I'd like to say good morning, but can't say it's been a good one, to be honest. No redemption for me in the night after that madness last night. I had hardly any sleep, just liners all night, moving the rods onto shows. Just nothing come of it on my side. I'm on the lazy man side. Gus is on the car park side, and he had one last night, really nice. It was 22.5 pound common. Lovely fish, but he also lost two. Could have been one of them great sessions for us both, and it turned out to be a bit sour. Well, for me, it's turned out to be one of them sessions you can't wait to forget. But what can you do? Just weren't meant to be this week. So unless anything happens in the last couple of hours, this will be it until the next session. So disappointing. I'm just standing in poke hole again, seeing if there's another opportunity before I go, but I haven't seen anything yet, so not looking likely at the minute. But yeah, unless anything does happen, I'll see you next time. Right, back at the lane. Still sulking after last week's debacle. But yeah, gradually getting over it. The weather's a bit moody today. It has been lovely all week, it's been really hot, and we closed off the shallow water just in case the fish haven't been spawning. You know, they're not showing signs of spawning at all, but just because of the way the weather was, we thought we'll shut that off and leave that area free of lines for a bit, see what happens. So I'm over in Longchuck. I haven't seen a great deal this morning. I did get here late yesterday, but yeah, not a great deal's been going on. We're going to go get some work done today. It's just starting to trickle with rain, but yeah, just thought I'd fill you in on what's happened through the week. I remember I had a right result. He comes a long way to fish here, a real long way, and it's testament to the lake, really. I mean, he just loves it here, and he's prepared to do the long journey. And yeah, he finally got one of the good ones out right at the beginning of the week. He had the dustbin, which was caught about 5 weeks ago, but 33 pounds, I think it was, just over that. Lovely fish, and yeah, I was speaking to him after the capture, and it was really nice to see how excited he was. You know, you just know what it meant to him, and that's lovely to see. So it was good angling. He stuck it out. He did a 3-night session, and not much was happening, but he decided to stick it out, sit on the bait, and then it paid off. So it was really good to see that. It was good angling, and yeah, I was really happy for him. So yeah, other than that, nothing else has been caught. So been a little bit moody this week, but still great to see that fish anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna sit out the morning bite time, and then I think we're gonna go out and get a few bits and bobs done, and then we'll be back to the fishing. So yeah, catch up in a little bit. Right, we've ended up closing the lake because although we're not seeing massive signs of fish spawning, they just look like they're getting there. So yeah, we're just going to close the lake for a week, so not much has happened at all. It's the right thing to do. We got a little mini work party this morning. A few members have turned up to help, so everyone's packed up, reeled in. We're going to get this work done for a few hours, leave the lake closed for a week, and just monitor it throughout whilst we keep with the baiting program, keep the paddock going in for them, and give them some time to do their thing. So yeah, not much to really go on this week, but we knew it was coming sooner or later, so good to let them get on with it. So yeah, we'll see what happens through the week, because might still be shut next weekend, but yeah, we'll keep you posted. Welcome. Oh, it's really blowing a hoolie here. We're not at Devil's. Devil's still shut for spawning. It's not going to open till next week, so when the new ticket starts the lake will be back open. But so we've been lucky enough to come and test fish a secret embryo water. So it's one that's been stocked and is been here for a while. It's having work done to it. It's all water fenced, lovely place. Already been lucky with a result. Had not quite a double take, but had a take on my right rod, and then just as I netted that one, the middle rod's gone. So yeah, lovely fish. The first one was 23.5 pounds. Really nice one. And then a smaller fish. We just unhooked that and quick pick and put him back. So yeah, nice result though. I mean, the wind is charging in here. Let me just swap this round quickly. Yeah, absolutely charging in this corner. Yeah, it's going to be a real lovely place when this is open. So I'm just trying to hide out the wind because it's savage. Yeah, so when we closed the lake last week, or just before we closed the lake, one of the other bailiffs, Dave's, managed to nab a really nice scaly, I think it was just over 23 pounds, really nice fish. And that was just basically before everyone reeled in. So yeah, he was the last one to bag one before it's been shut. So it's been shut since now. Fish had a good rest. Pretty sure they got the spawning all out of the way. So we've been feeding the lake in the meantime with the house pellet, and giving them a good rest. Really, it's always good to do that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes over here for the next night or so. If there's any more action, yeah, we'll let you know. All right, good morning. Well, at least the old wind's calmed down a bit today. It was brutal all day yesterday and into the night. It nearly had me bivvy away a couple of times, but definitely done well for the fishing. I mean, they were really lively yesterday. Not so much this morning, but yeah, really got them going. I did manage a nice scraper 20 mirror in the afternoon yesterday. Another nice mirror. They've all been lovely, actually, what we've been catching. So, and then the early hours this morning, I had a really nice mid-20 mirror. It was real scaly banger, and gave me a right good old fight that I did as well. So every bite has really scrapped hard in here as well. It's going to be a lovely place, this. I mean, like I say, we can't say too much about it yet, but yeah, it's going to be really special when this place opens up. Graham grabbed himself one last night as well. Nice upper double common. That's the only common we've seen so far, but yeah, hoping that today pans out the same as yesterday, really. Like I said, there's not been as much fish showing, but the wind's sort of trickling at us from the other way now, so yeah, remain hopeful. If there's any more action, yeah, we'll fill you in. Well, I was talking about commons, wasn't I? Just had a mega result. Yeah, got a little bit of footage of it. But yeah, have a quick look at this video now. What a result! Should we let him go? Thank you again.
Happy days.
What result, eh? £31 that was. Absolute beast of a fish. stamp of fishing here, I mean, it's amazing, really. It's going to be a lovely and a special one, I think. It's been very kind to me anyway, that's for sure. But yeah, rod's back out, back on the spot, so hopefully there's another monster waiting. Yeah, see what happens. Well, bloody hell, it only rolled off again. Yeah, take a look at this.
Yeah, you're on.
Mwah. Look at that. He's having it off today. Mega fish.
Thank you.
Yeah, another result. Mental fishing. What a place. I mean, just the stamp of the fish, really nice fish, good high average, and it's it's not even open yet, so God knows what it's going to be like when it gets opened. But mega result. That was 26.5 pound, that fish, and it really good scrap. It just flat rodded me all the way out to the middle. Yeah, really good fight. So then after that, after getting all that sorted out and everything back, it's busted off again. At this time it was like an upper double common, so I just let him go. But yeah, mega session. We've still got tonight. I'll be going sort of earliest tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully there's some more to show you, not being greedy, but want to take advantage from when the going's good, so yeah, let you know if anything else happens. Good morning. Had a couple more last night, just two smaller ones, sort of upper doubles. No more big ones showed up, but yeah, kept me awake all night though. But we come to the end of the session, so what a session it was, and what a place this is. Definitely one to watch for the future, definitely. Really like it here, and it's going to be a really great fishery. So I think Graham got into quite a few as well around the corner last night. So yeah, all leaving happy, everything's stinking of fish, but mega session. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one.